Some stories fade over time, but not this one, not for me. Even after all these years, I still wake up in a cold sweat, remembering that night. I still wonder what would have happened if I hadn't left when I did. This is my story, believe it or not. It happened. It was the summer of 2011. I had been driving for nearly 10 hours, making my way across the country after visiting family. I was exhausted. The roads were empty, stretching endlessly under the dim glow of my headlights. I passed nothing but barren land and the occasional flickering highway sign. Somewhere along Route 66, my GPS started glitching. My phone had no signal. I hadn't seen another car in over an hour. That's when I spotted a small, old-fashioned motel on the side of the road. It had a neon sign blinking vacancy, but something about it felt off. Maybe it was the way the light flickered, casting strange shadows on the peeling paint. Maybe it was the fact that there were no other cars in the parking lot. But exhaustion won over paranoia. I pulled in. The lobby smelled like stale air and something faintly metallic. A small bell sat on the front desk, untouched by dust, like someone had just been there. I rang it once, nothing. Then the office door creaked open. A man stepped out, slow and deliberate. His skin was pale, almost waxy, and his eyes, something about them made my stomach turn. They were too wide, like he never blinked. "Late check-in?" he asked, voice hoarse. I nodded. His smile was too forced, too tight, like he was imitating what a normal person should look like. He slid a key across the counter without asking for my name. "Room 6, no visitors." Room 6 was cold, not just from the air conditioning. There was something unnatural about it. The walls were covered in faded wallpaper, peeling in places like something had clawed at them. I locked the door. The deadbolt felt flimsy. The bedspread was stiff and musty, and the old TV flickered static for a second before dying completely. That's when I noticed the mirror. It hung directly across from the bed, not a decorative mirror, just a plain, rectangular glass bolted to the wall, too large for the tiny room. I told myself I was overthinking things. I turned off the light, but then I heard it. Soft tapping, not at the door, not at the window. At the mirror, tap, tap, tap. Like fingernails against the glass. My breath caught in my throat. I sat up, staring into the darkness. The room was silent, but I could have sworn I saw something shift inside it. A shadow, moving when I wasn't. I grabbed my phone, no signal. I tried to ignore it. I turned away from the mirror and closed my eyes. Then the bed sheets tightened around me. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. Like something was holding me down. I gasped, thrashing, trying to break free. And in that moment, I saw it. A face. Inside the mirror, not mine, not human. Its mouth was open, impossibly wide, as if it was screaming. But I heard nothing. Pressed against the glass, tapping. Adrenaline took over. I threw myself off the bed, grabbed my keys, and ran. The moment I opened the door, the hallway lights flickered. For a split second, I saw shadows standing in every doorway. Not people. Shapes watching me. I didn't stop. I didn't look back. I jumped into my car, heart pounding. The motel lights were flickering violently now. And then, just as I sped out of the parking lot, the entire motel went dark. Like it had never been there at all. I didn't stop driving until I saw the lights of a gas station miles away. I stumbled inside, shaking. The clerk looked at me strangely. "You okay?" he asked. I nodded, breathless. "That motel, on Route 66, the one back there, who owns it?" His expression shifted. "What motel?" I turned, pointing toward the road. No tell. The stretch of highway was empty. No motel, no neon sign, no room 6 at highway was empty. No motel, no neon sign, no room 66. The one back there, who owns it? His expression, I don't know what happened that night. I don't know if that place ever existed or if something wanted me to find it. But I know this, I'll never drive that road again. And if you ever find yourself alone on a desolate stretch of highway and you see a motel that shouldn't be there, keep driving. Don't stop. Because some places, they don't want you to leave. Have you ever seen something that wasn't supposed to be there?